So where we left off before is that this is one of the only, like, really, really love is coming either for the self through the looking glass or an actual bond of some kind. Passionate, intimate friendship. Yeah. Eminent. And as soon as I say that, the Joker pops out. The Bosch Joker in the upright position. Only fools rush in. Oh, but this just reads like a sentence. This is not fooling this time. It's done. This is the real one. This is the Joker, the Ten of Spades, and the Ace of Diamonds. The Ace of Diamonds is the navigator, the sojourner, the one that can take you there. And they know what not to do in this case. They have a great ability to learn from what has transpired previously, which is always good for the future. Now look, over here we have 2 2s and a 3, and over here we have 3 3s and a 2. That's really cool. All right, now we have 10 of Hearts, and then we have Jack of Diamonds, and then we have 9 of Spades, 8 of Spades, and then we have the Joker. That's really cool to have the Joker right there at the beginning of this search for love. It's a fool's hope. It's a fool's hope anyways. You know, they say it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Well, love is like 2 needles finding each other in a haystack. I mean, it's easy to find some stuff in a haystack if you ask me. 1 piece of hay, 2 pieces of hay, 3 pieces of hay until you found what you want. You know, but, oh, look at this piece of hay. It's slightly bent, a little bit, you know, a nice wheat color. Where are we going to find a piece of hay to match this one? All right, now that's a whole nother task. All right. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and read from the Bible, The Wanderers Off Mall. No, I'm just kidding. 11, 20. This could be any number. That's just silly. We'll go with the first. We'll go with 8. I just did 8. Okay, we'll go with 10, 11, 12. We'll just count those as cards. All right. Ooh, let's do 112. I've already done that one too. It's so funny. I've picked the same one several times. Okay, 12 it is. All right. Okay, number 12. There is not as much good as men claim there is in alcohol for one's being. A man knows less as he drinks more and loses more and more of his wisdom. Yes. You know, and this stands for not just alcohol. You know, look at what's going on here. Some people claim that some things are good, but they're not that good for one's well-being. Now, just insert anything for alcohol, as we know, any kind of drug. And a drug can not only just be a substance, it can be a belief, a thought process, a person, an institution, anything that's not good for one's well-being, makes a man know less and lose wisdom. So if you're doing anything that's making you know less things and, damaging the one thing that you really need, yeah. And that could go for love as well. There is not as much good in love as people claim there is. The more a man loves, the less he knows. And the more wisdom he loses. It's so true. Any kind of intoxicant, okay? And love is definitely intoxicant. If you don't think that when you see Mr. Sweepstakes, that there's some kind of primordial rush, look, I'm just going like this, just even thinking about it. Jettisoning through your veins, you're wrong. So let's pay attention to what this really says. Whatever people claim is good for you, be the judge of that for yourself. And inversely, if one side of you is saying, hey, that's a great idea, but it's not true, don't do that. You want to keep everything you know and learn more, and you don't want to lose your wisdom, because wisdom and learning are not the same thing. All right, let's see. Let's read the Wanderer's Havamal from the Cowboy Havamal. This was the one that was written by Jackson Crawford. Folks will say this and that. How much fun it is to drink and all. But the more you drink, the less you know. And that's a poor exchange. I really like how he put that so succinctly. And then you get to the point where you know too much. Don't worry, alcohol will take you there too. As will love and every other thing. All right. 5 of Hearts, that's beautiful progression because we have our 4 of Hearts theme. And then we go up here and we have a 5 of Hearts at the top. I like that. Of our circle. You couldn't even ask for anything better. Just look at that. The 4 of Hearts and the 5 of Hearts. 4 of Hearts is our theme. 5 of Hearts at the top of our circle. Man, that's halfway. We made it halfway to 10 hearts. Where's the rest? All right. King of Diamonds. 9 of Hearts at the top of the hearts and the Queen of Spades. So we've got someone looking, we've got someone protecting, and we've got 9 hearts from the stars up here at the top. Doesn't Orion have 9 stars? Okay, I don't have time to count right now. And I don't have it memorized either. All right. Oh, the Joker upside down at the top. And this is the red Joker. I'm going to associate that with love today. And say that this is a fool's game. But this person's ready to play. Look, they got all their clovers in there. But they're willing. This is really cool. They've got all their hands in the game with all those clovers. And yet at the same time, they know they could win and they know they could lose. But they're moving forward anyway. All right. Six of Spades. It won't be easy to get there, but they brought the provisions with them. They're coming from a very sturdy place. They have the look of the draw, and they're willing to take the steps to, they're going to stand in their own position and wait for what's right. And wait when they find what's right, not to destroy it. Queen of Diamonds. Okay, here we have a Queen of Diamonds. She knows that something, well, it might be difficult. There might be wounds in the future, and certainly ones from the past to continue to heal. But she's well suited to that in her castle, and she's also got provisions. And now on both sides, we're going to have a courtly exchange between two people. Civilized uncivilization. You know, it was Jane Austen, I think something about uncivilized. Love is uncivilized activity within civilization. Something like that. All right. So, we'll let this one decide our next Hogmaw. Number 1. That's so cool. It's in the east. We're looking to the east. The sun will rise. At the very top of the spyglass is the navigator. This person has a scope. Locked and loaded, they ready. All right. Number 1 from the Hogmaw. I won't even try to read the Old Norse. It might be funny though. Let me just go ahead and do it. Number 1. Gatir alar ator ganji from skodak skili skidnak skili dor at ovist eratvita havar ovanir sicha afleti perir. I know I slaughtered that. I might have even cussed in a foreign language just now. I don't know. Or insulted an entire nation. But let me keep going. I'm Norse, so I can mess it up. Okay? At every doorway, which doesn't make any sense, but I really am just trying. Here's from the Wanderer's Hogmaw. At every doorway, before you enter, you should look around. And this is before you go into the threshold, before you cross the threshold. At every doorway, before you enter, you should look around. Take a good look around, for you never know where your enemies might be seated within. You know, if you're going to move into a place of vulnerability, where someone behind you could close a door and then have you trapped and you didn't see your enemy was there. Either go in with some friends, take your be super adept at defending yourself. At every doorway. Now, what is a doorway? Is a doorway a physical thing that you can, open and walk through? What else could a doorway signify? A doorway could signify a new job, a new transition, some kind of portal that leads you to the next. And I'm not talking about, a portal is a thing you plug something into. It takes you to the next thing. I'm not talking about, like time travel or anything. Some kind of line, a demarcation between one area and another area, where you could be vulnerable in the new area. Before you enter, you should look around. You should take a good look around. Like, don't be hasty. You know, people can put on disguises. You know, give it a minute. Wait, see if anything drops or falls or the curtain moves, you know. Make sure you have some friends in there even. Also, you could also take up know where to take up your place of defense within the room if you had taken the time to look at that in the beginning. Because you can never know where your enemies might be seated within. Also, I want to make the point that if you were thinking about entering a new part or a new aspect of your own self, or trying something out, make sure that you aren't already feeding some kind of enemy within by walking through that doorway in the first place. All right. Cowboy Hobnob. Number 1. Use your eyes. Never walk blind. There ain't no telling where there's someone waiting to put one over on you. I like that. So use your eyes. You know. Number 1 statement. Look. Be an observer. You know, what is a wanderer? Why is a wanderer going somewhere? First of all, they need to stay alive to do whatever that is. And, of course, being observant is not going to hurt that one little bit. And never walk blind. Blind could be, you know, just as we were talking before, not walking in knowing having enough facts, not having looked at what the situation is on the other side. You know, especially if you're not in a safe place, if you're in a new place, be extra diligent, because you never know where there's someone waiting to put one over on you, to take advantage of your moment of vulnerability. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the center of the circle. There we have the Jack of Hearts, and to add to that, we have the 7 of Spades, which we already have over here, and we have a 3 of Clubs. So the 7 of Spades is, you know, again, be humble. And the 3 of Clubs is walk forward in your truth. And who do we have? We have Hamlet, Queen of Diamonds, Gertrude. How cheerfully on the false trail they cry, you false Danish dogs. Hamlet 4. So someone is happily going down a wrong trail. Full of false, a false trail full of false people. a false trail full of false people. And they go there cheerfully. Well, that seems like the thing not to do. Is this a warning against love now, all of a sudden? All right. Well, I thought for sure that this was a sure thing about love, but maybe this is, in the center to remind what you're not looking for. You're not looking for false love. You're not looking for people who are happily going about wrecking everything they come in contact with. Nor do you want anyone who doesn't know how to handle it. There's got to be a medium somewhere. All right. Shakespeare again. Queen of Hearts. I only picked 2 Shakespeare cards, and one was the Queen of Diamonds and one was the Queen of Hearts. Catherine from Henry VIII says, "Your heart is crammed with arrogancy, spleen, and pride." Another warning. Don't be prideful. Don't go to false things. I can't even imagine if a person is looking for love. Don't be prideful. Give everyone an equal chance, because you don't even know what you love, because obviously if you're looking for it, you haven't found it yet. So why would you think you are the arbiter of good taste in that area? And then we have the Queen. Okay, this is 2 queens saying out to anybody trying to get in the circle. Go cheerfully. Search for something false, but you won't find it here because you're false. And you'll not get past the circle. And the Queen of Hearts says, "I give to the needy, not the greedy." All right. Let's let this card decide the next top ball. Oh, it's the Ace of Water upside down. Of course, we can't do one again, but that's great. Oh, our person, so beautiful, so balanced. We've been talking about their beautiful balance. Ace of Spades upright. Ace of Water upright. Knows how to keep their, their damage incorporated on the down low and control that to a certain extent, working on it, trying to not let it let in something false or have pride keep them from finding what they should have. All right, our person is the King of Spades. Whoa. A 4 of Hearts path, and the King of Spades is on it. Look, this person is out there. This is a knight. The King of Spades. They're coming. And in this case, the Spades is a protector. Protecting this circle. They're not going to let anybody. This is the Queen, self-same, protecting herself. And then right next to her, look what we have. Right next to him, we have the Queen of Spades. That's nice. And then we have the 4 of Spades. And then we have the 2 of Diamonds. So this person has the forethought and the clarity of mind to be balanced in the masculine and the feminine both. Look at that. If you met this person, they would have a light shining around them. That's beautiful. All right. So we'll do 26 of the Havmal, and then that will close us out. Really enjoy these. They're such great talking points here. Number 26. Osdauter, thickest altvita, Evhana sur I Vavaru, Hitki han vat han skal, or skol, vip kveda Evhan spacethump. A stupid man thinks he knows everything. If he hides himself in a corner, but doesn't even know what he'll answer if men ask him questions. A stupid man thinks he knows everything if he hides himself in a corner. Oh, this one's confusing. Okay, so this is dumb guy who thinks he knows everything if he hides himself in a corner. Okay, so if he's in a corner, he's sure, while he's by himself and no one's asking him anything, that he knows all the things. But as soon as anyone asks him, he doesn't have any answers. Yeah, that's lying to the self. That's the stupidest thing to do. All right, here we go. 26. We've got just enough time. You're a damn fool if you think you can just figure out a way out of any problem. It's good to think ahead, but sometimes things go wrong. So there are some things that you just can't think your way out of. I mean, you can think and think and think and stay in the corner. Or you can go out and try something. And it'll go wrong, but you can't stay in the corner. And with that, balanced human character, I wish you the best.